where are you? We've got some things to do now. Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to Isaac Reviews. I'm Isaac, and welcome. Man, I remember about a few years ago, well actually 2 years ago, I got to review the first Scooby Doo movie from 2002.
When I first posted the video back in 2018, I thought it was just, well, gonna be nothing. Little did I realise that it's one of the most popular videos on this channel, and I can see why. Mainly because it was something from my childhood, and I purely enjoy it just of how fun it is. Okay, there may have been some flaws with the special effects, and Scrappy being the main villain, but I overall enjoy it, and it's a special nostalgic trip for me.
So, for popular demand, I think it's a good time that we take a look at Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed.
When the Coolsville Museum gets attacked by the rejected costume version of Dr. Doom, it's up to Mystery Incorporated to deal with their greatest and old familiar enemies, including Captain Cutler, the Tar Monster, and the Black Knight Ghost. However, they have a bit of a problem. The press is pretty much screwing up their career, and making Shaggy and Scooby look like a joke. So it's up to the two to actually work together, become pure detectives, and help the gang out.
So what do I think of the sequel to the first Scooby-Doo movie? Well, I don't really mind it that much.
A lot of people tend to dislike this movie, but honestly, it's actually as good as the first one. Mainly story-wise and developing the characters a lot more than in the first one. The story is, well, okay at best. The one side I don't like is how the media and the news just go on against Mystery Inc. However, when you see some of the familiar monsters, it actually is pretty awesome. Another reason I like the two movies, it's because of the development between Shaggy and Scooby, as they are treated as the main characters. You see their struggles as they are trying to be the best detectives, but still, they're Shaggy and Scooby, and that's one thing I love about the movie. Surprisingly, Velma is actually a lot more interesting than she was in the first one, since she has trouble going out on a date with Seth Green. Daphne is, well, okay, she isn't as good as she was in the first film, because the first film had her do so much cool stuff, like what she did in Buffy. Heck, without that performance, I wouldn't even be a fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
And don't worry guys, we'll get to that soon.
And seeing the return of many of the familiar villains, including Tar Monster, but Black Knight Ghost was the best. The costume is just awesome, he even terrified me a little bit. The main villain, Dr. Doom, yes I know it's not Dr. Doom, but he looks exactly like him, is also pretty good. The one thing that made the first film suffer was of course the visual effects. However, in this version, I think they're a lot more better than the first, mainly because they were done with time and effort.
There's been tons of awesome stuff in this film, but are there any flaws to it?
The one downer problem I have is with Fred, played by Freddie Prinze Jr. In the first film, he was a bit of a jerk and I really disliked him a lot. However, in the second film, he sort of improved, but not as much. Heck, now Freddie Prinze Jr. actually now voices Kanan in Star Wars Rebels. However, before then...
And don't worry, I will get to that film somewhere down the road.
Overall, Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed is actually a very enjoyable sequel. Yes, it may have a few problems, but it's certainly enjoyable, just as the first. My advice, definitely 100% check it out. So, for the rating, it deserves a 7 out of 10. Not good, but still awesome.
And so that's my review of Scooby-Doo 2. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Also, do comment down below on your favourite incarnation of the Scooby-Doo series. So, for my next review, I think we're doing a bit of a duology with Hellboy and Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. Until then, this is Isaac, signing off.